Welcome back to the channel Coins, a place where every collector, every treasure hunter, and every coin lover discovers hidden value in the smallest pieces of metal. Today's story is about one simple penny that has shocked collectors around the world. A penny most people ignore, throw in drawers, drop under sofas, or leave lying on the street. But this same penny, the 1971 Lincoln cent, has turned into a rare treasure capable of reaching unbelievable prices in today's coin market. Some pieces have sold for hundreds, thousands, and in extreme error conditions even more, reaching values collectors never expected. If you think a penny is worth only 1 cent, today you will see how that 1 cent can transform into life-changing money if the coin carries the right rarity, condition, and mint era characteristics. The 1971 Lincoln penny belongs to a generation of coins made with copper. This was a time before the United States changed the penny's composition. Each 1971 cent was produced with 95% copper and 5% zinc, giving it a warm, rich color and a heavy feel compared to the modern lightweight pennies. Millions of these coins were minted, but even among millions there are secrets that only experts know. Hidden inside those copper pieces are varieties, double dies, striking errors, off-centers, misaligned dies, and high-grade condition examples that transform an average penny into a rare collectible. Collectors search tirelessly for the 1971 double die obverse, the DDO, one of the most famous rarities from this year. A true double die shows clear doubling on the date, the word liberty, and the phrase "In God We Trust." This error does not happen randomly. It happens during the die creation process when the hub imprints the design on the die twice at slightly different angles. The result is a striking doubling effect that collectors go crazy for because it is extremely hard to find. And when a 1971 penny displays strong doubling, the value can skyrocket. In today's market, a high-grade brilliant red 1971 double die cent can reach thousands of dollars depending on how strong the error is and how perfect the surfaces are. Coins with professional grading that show extremely high mint state levels such as MS65, MS66, and above are the ones that bring top prices. Rare auction records have shown surprising numbers, and collectors have spent serious money to add these coins to their collections. Some rare varieties and uniquely struck pieces have been estimated in the range of hundreds of thousands. A number like $787.97649 sounds unbelievable for a penny, but rare and extreme error examples have brought extraordinary valuations when the right combination of rarity and collector demand aligns. The truth is that error coins, when rare enough, can break expectations, but the beauty of the 1971 penny is not only in the double die variety. There are many other error types that collectors look for. Off-center strikes where the image appears shifted, clipped planchets where the coin is missing a curved portion, die cracks that look like lightning lines across the surface, broad strikes that spread the design across a larger area, and misaligned dies that cause uneven edges. Every strange abnormality increases scarcity, and the more dramatic the error, the more valuable the coin becomes. Even a small unusual feature can turn a regular cent into a special one in the eyes of collectors. The history behind the 1971 penny is also fascinating. It comes from a period when the portrait of Abraham Lincoln had already been on the cent for more than 60 years. The design created by Victor David Brenner became iconic and remains on the penny even today. By the early 1970s, Americans used pennies every day, and nobody imagined that certain pieces from this year would one day become highly sought-after rarities. Coin collectors today focus intensely on this year because of the high potential for discovering valuable errors hiding in old jars, drawers, piggy banks, and forgotten coin boxes. Many treasure hunters found their valuable 1971 pennies in pocket change without even realizing at first they were holding something special. What makes the modern coin market exciting is that people everywhere are searching through coins again. The prices of rare pennies have grown rapidly, creating huge interest and motivating collectors to examine every date, every mint mark, and every tiny detail. The 1971 cent has become one of the favorites to hunt for because so many types of errors exist, and the chance of discovering something valuable is real. Even circulated examples, if they show strong doubling or dramatic striking issues, can reach impressive values. Another important factor is grading. The condition of the coin plays a huge role in determining how much a collector will pay. A sharp strike, clean surfaces, bright red copper luster, and no major scratches can double or triple the price. This is why collectors send their 1971 pennies to grading companies to receive professional certification. When a coin is sealed in a slab with a high grade, its value becomes clearer and more stable in the market. Some coins from 1971 have reached mint state grade so high that they shocked collectors and attracted premium offers. The modern world of coin collecting has changed dramatically. Social media, online auctions, and collectors' communities have created enormous demand for rare pieces. Coins that once sold quietly for a few dollars now appear in online bidding wars, drawing global attention. Videos and channels like Coins help collectors discover the hidden gems waiting in their own homes. People everywhere are finding rare pennies and selling them for surprising amounts. And the 1971 penny stands at the center of this excitement because it offers so many opportunities for profit and discovery that if you have old coins lying around, now is the perfect time to check them. Examine every detail. Look closely at the date 1971. Look at the letters, the numbers, the edges, the surfaces. Use magnification if possible because some errors are small but extremely valuable. A tiny doubling on the date or a faint die crack across Lincoln's portrait can be worth far more than the penny's face value. Imagine turning a simple 1-cent coin into hundreds or thousands of dollars just by paying attention to details most people ignore. The world of rare coins is full of stories like this. Ordinary people turning pocket change into treasure. Collectors who waited years to find the perfect specimen. Auctions that started with small bids and exploded into unbelievable numbers. The 1971 penny is part of this legacy, proof that rarity and value can hide in the simplest places. So whether you are an experienced collector or just someone curious about the world of coins, never underestimate a penny. Especially one from 1971. It may look small, but its history, its hidden errors, its unexpected market value, and its growing demand make it one of the most exciting coins in modern collecting. Keep searching, keep learning, and keep watching Coins for more incredible discoveries. Today we are diving deep into one of the most exciting and surprising topics in the coin collecting community, the rare Lincoln penny from 1973, a coin that many people overlook every single day but one that hides value, mystery, history, and a market demand that has shocked collectors around the world. The Lincoln penny has been a part of American history for more than a century, and through those years it has seen redesigns, minting variations, errors, special compositions, and rare issues that turned ordinary pocket change into life-changing discoveries. Among these, the 1973 Lincoln penny stands out because collectors have recently started hunting for special editions and rare variants that can reach unbelievable prices in auctions and private sales. Some special pieces connected to 1973 have been discussed at shows, collector circles, and online marketplaces where rare error coins have jumped in value and brought attention to what was once considered a very common year. In today's video we explore everything you need to know about the 1973 Lincoln penny, its background, its history, how it came into existence, why collectors pay close attention to certain small details, and how the current market is reacting to rare variants. The most surprising part is that while most 1973 pennies in circulation are worth face value, a tiny percentage of unique pieces, minting errors, and high-grade specimens have reached values so high that coin collectors are still talking about them. Some extremely rare discussions even mention private investors paying unusual premium figures such as $787.97648 for ultra-rare, highly graded or uniquely flawed pieces that appear once in decades. Although such finds are incredibly uncommon, the possibility of discovering one still excites treasure hunters, collectors, and even casual viewers curious about making money from coins hiding in their drawers, jars, or old piggy banks. The journey of the 1973 penny begins with the ongoing legacy of the Lincoln cent, introduced in 1909 to honor Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. The design created by Victor David Brenner became iconic, with Lincoln's profile on the obverse and originally the wheat ears design on the reverse. By 1959 the wheat design changed to the Lincoln Memorial, marking the 50th anniversary of the coin. This memorial reverse continued through the decade of the 70s, so the 1973 penny carries the classic look millions recognize instantly. But not all coins minted in the same year are identical, and this is where collectors become detectives. Even small variations like a misplaced mint mark, a double die obverse, a strike-through error or a rare high-grade condition can turn a simple coin into something extraordinary. Throughout history, coin collecting has proven that errors often become the most valuable pieces because they are created unintentionally and in extremely low numbers. The 1973 penny is rumored to have certain rare double die versions, off-center strikes, clipped planchets and sharply struck high-grade pieces that can reach unexpected values depending on collector demand. Many people overlook coins from this era thinking they were minted in huge quantities and therefore cannot be worth much, but the truth is that rarity in the coin world does not always come from low mintage alone. It comes from the combination of demand, condition, errors, and unique characteristics that make a particular piece stand out from the millions around it. The coin market, influenced by trends, auctions, private collectors and numismatic research, sometimes shifts dramatically, pushing certain coins into high-value attention. Over the years, collectors have become more passionate about Lincoln cents because they represent more than just currency. They represent history, changing designs, evolving minting techniques and a deep American cultural connection. The 1973 penny holds interest because the early 70s were a transitional time in mint technology, and during transitions mistakes can happen. These mistakes are now goldmines for collectors. There are discussions about extremely high-grade proof-like strikes, special mint errors and beautifully preserved uncirculated 1973 pennies that have entered auctions and stunned bidders. Some private buyers have reported paying unusual premium values like the $787.97648 range depending on the unique characteristics of the coin. Although these figures sound surprising, experienced collectors know that rarity combined with perfect condition can produce unexpected bidding wars. When thinking about the current market value of the 1973 penny, it is important to understand that average circulated pennies from that year still exist in large numbers and often hold only face value. But uncirculated specimens, special mint errors and visually striking pieces command strong attention. Grades such as MS65, MS66, MS67 and higher are extremely difficult to find because even small scratches, handling marks or slight wear reduce a coin's grade dramatically. The coins that reach extremely high values are those with pristine surfaces, bright original luster, razor-sharp details and no visible blemishes under magnification. These top-tier specimens, whether found in old collections, forgotten coin rolls or inherited jars, enter the market as rare opportunities. Having one can feel like winning a small treasure hunt. Collectors examining coins from 1973 often focus on areas like the date, the mint mark beneath the date, the edges, the lettering, the portrait of Lincoln, and the reverse design of the memorial. Any break in the metal, doubling of letters, unusual marks or misalignment can signal an error worth investigating. Another major influence on value is the coin's provenance, meaning where it came from, how it was stored and whether it has a recognized certification. Certified coins graded by trusted agencies can reach far higher prices because buyers feel confident in the authenticity and condition. This is why collectors often recommend sending potentially rare pieces for professional evaluation. In today's coin market, the hunger for unique finds has increased because more people are discovering the hobby through social media, YouTube channels like Coins, online auctions and numismatic groups. This growing interest increases demand and in turn raises the value of rare variants. The excitement of finding a coin worth hundreds or even thousands pushes people to check change jars and old savings. The 1973 penny, once ignored, is now receiving renewed attention because stories of rare pieces selling in unique premium ranges inspire hope and curiosity. That single spark is enough to make anyone double-check every penny they come across. The beauty of coin collecting is that every discovery begins with curiosity. The idea that a simple penny could be worth much more is what makes this field magical. For decades, collectors have documented rare varieties and passed knowledge through catalogs, shows, conversations and trading experiences. The rare 1973 penny, especially the variants discussed among collectors, represents an exciting possibility that a treasure may already be in someone's home. The number $787.97648 mentioned in certain collector circles symbolizes the kind of unexpected premium that occurs when rarity meets high condition and strong buyer interest. Even if most coins don't reach that value, the chance drives people to explore deeper. As we continue with this journey, the message remains simple: coins tell stories. They carry memories of the time they were minted, the people who used them, the technology of their era, and the history they silently witnessed. The 1973 Lincoln penny is part of that legacy. Whether you hold a common specimen or dream of finding a rare one, the experience of collecting is priceless. It is a connection to the past and a discovery that never ends. The more you learn, the more fascinating this world becomes. The current market shows steady interest in Lincoln cents from the 70s, with specific attention on rare pieces, graded examples, and error varieties. Collectors continue to watch auctions and listings closely, searching for standout coins. Demand stays strong because the Lincoln series remains one of the most popular in American numismatics. With every new discovery, whether a double die, a misstrike, or a beautifully preserved gem, excitement spreads through the community. This is why every collector, whether new or experienced, keeps an eye on pennies from this era. As we wrap up this deep journey into the rare 1973 Lincoln penny, the message to viewers is clear: keep collecting, keep searching, and never underestimate the power of curiosity. You never know what rare treasure might be hiding in the smallest corner of your coin collection. And here on the Coins channel we will continue exploring these mysteries, uncovering forgotten values, sharing knowledge, and inspiring treasure hunters everywhere. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more incredible coin stories, discoveries, and rare market insights only here on Coins. Today we are diving deep into one of the most mysterious and talked about coins in the world of American numismatics, the rare Lincoln penny from 1974, a coin that looks ordinary at first glance but carries a story so powerful that collectors still search for it every single day in the hopes of striking gold from just 1 cent. The 1974 penny series has many variations, but the Denver minted version has gained attention not only for its background and history but also for the massive values that certain rare examples have reached in the modern market. Imagine holding a coin that cost 1 cent to produce yet has the potential to be worth thousands, sometimes even more depending on grade, rarity, and special minting anomalies. That is what keeps collectors searching, and that is what makes this story so thrilling. The 1974 penny comes from a unique time in American coin production. During these years, the United States Mint was experimenting with different materials because copper prices were rising and production costs were increasing. As a result, several test coins were made using different metals, and although most were destroyed, rumors and reports continued to circulate that a few escaped into the public. Whether or not certain experimental versions truly exist is still debated, but what is not debated is that the regular 1974 pennies also saw a variety of strikes, die errors, and condition differences that have led to some being valued extremely high by collectors who know what to look for. When you hear about rare pennies from this era selling for high prices, you might wonder how something so common can carry so much value. The answer lies in small details, tiny imperfections created during the minting process that transform a regular coin into a rare treasure. Some 1974 pennies show doubling in the lettering, some show plating problems, and some appear in such outstanding preserved condition that grading companies award them exceptionally high ratings. A penny graded in the highest mint state conditions can easily multiply in value, with certain examples reaching hundreds, thousands, and sometimes values that surprise even experts who have spent their entire lives studying coins. Collectors often talk about the dream of discovering that one coin, the coin that turns an average day into an unbelievable moment, and for many, that dream revolves around Lincoln pennies like the 1974 It is not just about the monetary value either. It is about the history behind this small piece of metal, about the story of Abraham Lincoln being honored on one of the most used coins in American life, and about the evolution of coin production over time. When you hold a 1974 penny in your hand, you hold a piece of the past, a piece of economic history, and a piece of technology that reflects the changing needs of the country during that period. In today's coin market, values fluctuate, but rare examples related to the 1974 D penny have shown remarkable demand. Collectors continue to pay strong prices, especially for coins that showcase mint brilliance, sharp details, and unique anomalies that make them stand out from all the rest. Some rare examples have been noted reaching values in extremely high ranges, even numbers like 787.97647 in special market references depending on condition, rarity, and collector demand. While these numbers represent exceptional cases and not every coin will reach such heights, the possibility is what keeps the excitement alive. People who search through old jars, piggy banks, inherited collections, garage sale finds, or even pocket change often discover that the smallest unnoticed coins can turn into unexpected rewards. Stories continue to appear of individuals finding valuable coins where they least expected them, and the 1974 D penny remains one of those coins that encourages everyone to take a closer look. It is incredible how many people have walked past valuable coins without realizing the treasure they held, simply because they never stopped to examine the details. This is why the world of coin collecting is magical. It's a world where patience, curiosity, and careful observation can lead to a life-changing moment. A penny that has been sitting quietly for decades can suddenly become the center of excitement once it is recognized for what it truly is. The 1974 D penny has already earned its place among the most watched coins in circulation, and even as the years go by, its story continues to grow. The more collectors learn, the more they search, and the more attention this coin receives across markets, auctions, and collector communities. If you are holding a 1974 D penny right now, the first thing to check is the condition. Look for strong details, clear lettering, and minimal signs of wear. If the coin appears sharp, it may be worth getting evaluated by a professional grading company because high-grade coins have historically sold for impressive prices. Even coins with small errors or unusual characteristics can attract major interest. Every line, every shine, every tiny imperfection can change the story of the coin and its value in ways most people never expect until they see it firsthand. The fascinating thing is that the value of rare coins like this does not just come from metal content. It comes from the rarity, the mystery, and the story behind each coin. This is why so many collectors, both beginners and experts, love the hunt. The 1974 D penny embodies that thrill perfectly. It represents the chance of discovery, the surprise of hidden value, and the beauty of American coin history all in one small, powerful piece. For viewers of coins, keep searching your collections, check your old albums, examine pocket change, and never underestimate the potential of a simple penny. Many rare coins have been found in the most unexpected places, and new discoveries continue even today. The world of numismatics is full of surprises, and the next big find could be in your home right now waiting for you to recognize it. Thank you for watching Coins, the channel that brings you closer to the treasures hidden in everyday life. Keep collecting, keep learning, and keep exploring, because rare coins like the 1974 D penny remind us that sometimes the smallest things can be worth the most. Stay tuned for more exciting stories, more rare coin discoveries, and more amazing facts that continue to inspire collectors all around the world. Today we are diving into one of the most exciting and mysterious coins in American history, a coin that looks ordinary in your hand but carries a long journey, a surprising market demand, and a value that can rise far beyond expectations. We are talking about the rare Lincoln penny from the year 1976 D, a coin from the era when the United States was celebrating its 200 years of independence, a year of patriotic energy, special minting activity, and a time when millions of coins were circulating but only a few remained in special condition, rare varieties, and high collectible quality. Before we begin, imagine this. You empty your pocket, and a simple brown penny falls into your palm. You see the date, 1976, a familiar year that millions of Americans still remember as the bicentennial celebration year. You notice the D mint mark under the date, showing it was minted in Denver, a mint known for massive production but also for unique varieties that collectors hunt for every single day. Now imagine that this same penny, if found in the right condition, with the right errors, or with the right preservation quality, can reach a value that shocks even experienced collectors. A coin that is only 1 cent in face value can suddenly become a coin worth hundreds, thousands, and in some rare cases extremely high premium values depending on grading, condition, and market trends. The 1976 Lincoln penny has a unique position in the world of numismatics. Even though it was not given a special bicentennial design like the quarter, half-dollar, or $1 coin of that year, it holds its value because collectors look for every detail in coins from 1976. The interest is even higher when the coin shows sharp details, original mint luster, or rare mint errors. Some examples with high-grade certified conditions have been known to attract market attention that surprises everyone. The current coin market is not stable, it moves like the waves of the ocean, and when demand for a particular coin rises, even a single penny becomes a valuable asset. Many collectors today focus on 1970s pennies because copper composition coins have increased interest among investors and hobby collectors. Copper pennies from that era contain a higher metal value and are no longer produced in the same quality and composition, which adds to their charm and investment appeal. The most interesting thing is that the 1976 penny can show a variety of minting traits that increase its desirability. Error coins like off-center strikes, double die obverse, die cracks, repunched mint marks, filled dies, and other striking anomalies can bring unexpectedly high offers in auctions. When professional grading services certify a coin as mint state or above, the market suddenly jumps because collectors chase the highest grade examples. Imagine holding a shiny, perfectly preserved penny from 1976 with full details and full original red color. Such coins can attract serious attention, and some have sold for surprisingly strong prices in live coin auctions. The history behind the Lincoln Penny series also plays a big role. First introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, this coin series became one of the longest-running coin designs in the world. The 1976 coin still carried the same iconic profile of Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the back, a design loved by millions and collected globally. Every year represents a chapter in American history, but 1976 stands out because of the special celebration of 200 years of independence. People saved coins from that year, but only a small percentage survived in pristine condition. That is where rarity enters the picture, and rarity is the foundation of value. Collectors and investors today look at the 1976 penny with renewed interest not only because of its historical period but because the modern coin market values old copper pennies more than before. The economic fluctuations, rising metal demand, and nostalgic interest in pre-1982 copper pennies has created a fresh wave of attention. A coin that once seemed ordinary now fits into portfolios, coin albums, and auction bids. Its market value today can range from simple pocket change for circulated examples to high amounts for rare errors or high-grade pieces. Some recorded sales and estimated values have reached numbers that surprise new collectors, showing that this tiny copper penny can hold big potential. Imagine a coin graded extremely fine, shining with original color, untouched by circulation, stored safely for decades without losing its brilliance. That coin can become a highlight in a collection. The market has no fixed limit, and sometimes collectors compete fiercely for the best preserved examples. Even though general market values fluctuate, there are reports of unique 1976 pennies selling for high collector prices. A rare example with unusual traits or special demand can reach impressive numbers, like highly valued error pieces crossing wonderful price points. The idea that a single penny worth 1 cent can rise to values that go into hundreds or thousands creates excitement for every viewer and every coin lover watching today. When you explore the history of this coin, you also understand the passion behind coin collecting. Every scratch, every shine, every edge, and every mint mark tells a story. The 1976 penny is not just a coin, it is a tiny time capsule from a year of national celebration. It represents craftsmanship, history, rarity, and the thrill of discovering hidden value in everyday objects. Many collectors spend years searching for that perfect piece, and many viewers hold coins in their homes without knowing the real potential resting in their drawers, jars, or old boxes. This is why the world of coins remains endlessly fascinating. One penny leads to another story, another discovery, another mystery waiting to be revealed. The 1976 penny stands as a reminder that treasure does not always come in large size. Sometimes it comes in a small copper circle that has traveled through hands, pockets, generations, and now sits in the spotlight of collectors worldwide, and as the market continues to evolve, interest continues to rise. Some evaluations estimate unique high-value pieces reaching figures like impressive collectible amounts, showing how unpredictable and exciting this hobby can be. The value you hold in your hand could be more than you imagine. From 1 cent to rare collector values, the journey of this coin is full of surprises. Thank you for staying with us on Coins, where every week we uncover hidden gems, rare discoveries, and the unbelievable stories behind simple coins that turn into priceless treasures. Keep watching, keep collecting, and who knows, maybe the next rare penny is already in your pocket. Today we are diving deep into one of the most surprising and exciting treasures hiding in everyday pocket change, a coin that millions of people handled in the year 1976 but only a handful realized the true value of. This is the story of the rare Lincoln penny from 1976, a coin that looks simple, small, and ordinary, but its real worth in today's market has shocked collectors around the world. The 1976 Lincoln penny may appear like a normal copper coin, but when you understand the history behind it, the minting errors that accidentally created valuable variations, and the way collectors aggressively compete for high-grade examples, you will see why some of these pennies are now worth hundreds, thousands, and in some rare lucky cases even life-changing amounts. Many people think only old coins from the 1800s hold value, but modern coins like the 1976 penny have proven that extraordinary value can come from any era when the conditions are just right. The journey of the 1976 penny begins in a period when America was celebrating its bicentennial spirit. The nation was excited, coin collectors were active, and mint production was high. Even though the penny did not receive a special bicentennial design like the quarter, half-dollar, or dollar coin, the Lincoln penny of that year quietly became a hidden gem for collectors. These pennies were still being minted using the older copper composition, and that alone makes them more attractive to collectors today because copper pennies are no longer in circulation. A full copper 1976 penny weighs 3.11 grams, and even the metal value gives it a nostalgic connection to the pre-1982 era. But what truly pushes these coins into a higher value range is the quality of preserved examples, the discovery of rare minting errors, and the condition known as red brilliance which only a few coins still maintain after nearly 50 years. When you look at recent market activity, the 1976 Lincoln penny has become a surprising performer. High-grade examples graded by major certification companies have sold for strong prices. Some extremely rare mint condition pieces have even crossed values that many beginners cannot imagine. In today's coin market, collectors are constantly looking for bright red, flawless Lincoln pennies with strong eye appeal, no scratches, no spots, and perfect details. A high-grade example with brilliant red color and sharp strike has recently seen estimated values crossing beyond normal expectations. Some unusual pieces with unique errors such as double die obverse, die cracks, center strikes, repunched mint marks, and broad strike errors have shocked buyers and sellers alike. These errors turn an ordinary penny into a collectible treasure, the kind of coin that people hunt for years. The rarest reported varieties have been assigned market estimate values climbing well above hundreds and even approaching surprising price points like $787.97645 in certain special collector circles, depending on grade, rarity, and demand at the time of auction. Most collectors do not realize that some 1976 pennies escaped the mint with slightly repunched mint marks on Denver Mint coins, small variations in the spacing of the date, or double-struck impressions that were not caught by the quality control systems of the time. These kinds of mistakes were unintentional, but they created opportunities for future generations to find fascinating treasures hidden in their coin jars and boxes. As collectors learn more about the subtle differences and unusual minting characteristics, the value of these rare variants continues to grow, especially as more people enter the hobby. Every time a new collector recognizes the beauty of the Lincoln penny series, demand increases, and coins like the 1976 penny receive more attention and higher interest. The history of the Lincoln penny itself adds power to the story. Introduced in 1909 to honor the centennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth, it became the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure. Over the decades, it witnessed wars, economic changes, and transformations in American society. By the time 1976 arrived, the Lincoln penny had already been in circulation for 67 years, carrying with it a long legacy. The mint that year produced millions of pennies, but only a few survived today in exceptional condition. Those that stayed untouched, stored in rolls, preserved in perfect red color, or minted with accidental errors became the rare survivors that collectors pay high prices for today. Investors in the coin world are always searching for coins that combine history, beauty, rarity, and strong market potential. The 1976 penny checks all of those boxes. It has the nostalgia of the bicentennial era, the charm of copper coinage, the excitement of rare minting errors, and the possibility of high financial returns when sold in today's market. People who unknowingly kept rolls of 1976 pennies have discovered small fortunes, and many coin shop owners report that these pennies continue to be one of the most asked about coins by new collectors. The more the market grows, the more the value of high-grade and error examples increases. If you are someone who enjoys searching for hidden treasure, the 1976 penny offers one of the best opportunities. You can look through old jars, old piggy banks, inherited coin collections, or even purchased rolls from banks. Every coin you inspect could reveal something extraordinary. A perfect glossy red penny with nowhere might be the next valuable find. A coin with a double die error might be sitting right now in someone's drawer without them knowing it. The story of the rare 1976 Lincoln penny teaches one important lesson. Never ignore small coins because small things often carry surprisingly big value. What looks ordinary at first glance can be worth hundreds of dollars when examined by a trained eye. Collectors today continue to watch this coin closely as market values rise. Rare coins always follow the rule of supply and demand, and the supply of high-grade 1976 pennies continues to shrink as more become permanently placed in private collections. At the same time, demand grows with every new generation that discovers the beauty of the Lincoln series. That combination is what gives long-term strength to the coin's market value and keeps the excitement alive. Whether you are a new collector or a professional searching for the next big discovery, keep the 1976 penny in your mind because it represents not only a piece of history but also a golden opportunity hidden inside a copper coin. Today's story is going to take you deep into the world of rare Lincoln pennies, coins that many people walk past every single day without realizing that some of them can be worth hundreds, thousands, and even hundreds of thousands of dollars. And the most surprising fact is that some of the rarest discoveries come from the most common years. So today, sit back and enjoy the full journey into the history, mystery, value, and hidden fortune inside one of the most fascinating coins ever made, including the 1977 Lincoln penny and other extremely valuable rare cents that collectors chase worldwide. When we talk about rare Lincoln pennies, we are not talking about ordinary pocket change. We are talking about small, copper treasures that survived decades, traveled through millions of hands, appeared in stores, in banks, in jars, in drawers, and somehow still carry hidden errors and uncommon features that most people completely overlook. The beauty of coin collecting is that a simple cent, something that feels almost worthless, can suddenly change your entire fortune if you know what to look for. The Lincoln penny began its journey in 1909 as a tribute to President Abraham Lincoln. From that year until today, billions and billions of these coins have been minted, but only a tiny fraction hold rare errors, minting mistakes, metal varieties, and preserved conditions that make collectors fight for them in auctions. The coin market is a strange and powerful place. A penny that originally cost only 1 cent can suddenly be auctioned for thousands of dollars simply because of a mistake made inside the mint over 40, 60, or even 100 years ago. Today, one of the coins people are especially interested in is the 1977 Lincoln penny, minted in Denver. Most people believe the 1977 penny is common, but collectors know that rare errors, high-grade conditions, and special varieties can turn this ordinary cent into something that sells for surprising amounts of money. A perfectly preserved 1977 penny, graded at the highest possible mint state level, has been known to reach extremely high values in auctions because collectors are willing to pay a premium for perfection. Some flawless examples and special errors have reached huge values, and some unique varieties can reach rare levels worth many hundreds or even more. The coin market is unpredictable. Prices rise and fall depending on collector demand, rarity, and auction excitement. A rare penny today can shock everyone tomorrow by selling for an amount nobody expected. There are stories of pennies selling for unbelievable sums, such as values going beyond hundreds of thousands of dollars, like $787.97644 in high-rarity cases, especially when collectors look for unique errors, misstrikes, double dies, or perfectly preserved early strikes that show the cleanest surfaces and strongest details. When studying the 1977 D penny, experts look for things like sharp details in Lincoln's hair, the clarity of the lettering, the absence of scratches, the brightness of the original mint luster, and hidden anomalies caused by the minting machinery. Sometimes a tiny double die, a small die crack, an off-center strike, or even a clipped planchet can change everything. These errors are extremely rare, but when they appear, they can multiply the value of the coin dramatically. Collectors also pay attention to the coin's copper composition. Before 1982, pennies were made of a high copper content, which gives them a rich, deep color that collectors appreciate. This makes older pennies like the 1977 D more desirable compared to newer zinc pennies, and preserved examples often attract strong bidding competition. A simple cent in mint condition can be graded by professional coin grading services, and high grades like MS-66, MS-67, or MS-68 can transform its value massively. The market for rare Lincoln pennies is fueled by history and emotion as much as by rarity. Each coin tells a story. Each scratch, each shine, each small difference gives collectors something to treasure. Imagine a penny that traveled through decades and still maintained perfect condition. Imagine a penny struck incorrectly by the mint machinery, captured in time forever as a unique mistake that can never be repeated. These coins become history pieces, and collectors pay incredible prices for the chance to own something no one else has. The 1977 D penny also has a mysterious charm. Even though it is from a recent decade, it still attracts collectors because it sits in the era when the mint was transitioning between different production standards. This means unexpected errors and small anomalies can exist. Some rare 1977 pennies, especially with deep red luster, full strikes, and strong details, have sold for unbelievable amounts on the market. When combined with rarity and collector excitement, values can rise dramatically. The thrill of coin collecting lies in the search. Anyone watching this video could have a valuable penny sitting in a drawer, a wallet, or even in loose change lying around the house. Many people have discovered rare coins in the most unexpected places, sometimes hidden for decades. There are stories of people finding rare pennies worth hundreds or thousands while simply sorting through old savings. And that is why channels like Coins exist, to help you discover treasures hiding in the most ordinary places. A penny can be worth life-changing money if you know what to look for. The excitement of rare Lincoln pennies never ends. Every year, new discoveries surprise the world. Every collector hopes to find the next rare treasure, the next surprising error, the next high-grade beauty that shines brighter than all others. And the market continues to grow, with more people becoming interested in the fascinating world of coins. As long as history exists, as long as old coins survive, there will be collectors searching, studying, and valuing them. A rare penny reminds us that even the smallest things can carry enormous value. It teaches us that history hides in our hands, in our pockets, in our daily lives. And maybe, just maybe, the next rare treasure is sitting right in front of you. Today we are diving deep into one of the most talked about treasures in the world of coin collecting, a coin that looks ordinary at first glance but hides a story full of mystery, fascination, and surprising market value. We are talking about the rare Lincoln penny from 1979, a coin that many people have held in their hands without realizing the powerful value it carries in today's market. The reason collectors chase this penny with so much passion is because of the unusual errors, rare mint variations, and the long-evolving history that brings excitement to every collector who dreams of finding a valuable treasure in everyday pocket change. Imagine holding a coin that most people would spend without a second thought, yet experts and collectors know it can be worth hundreds, thousands, and even more depending on the condition, mint mark, and specific era variety. The 1979 Lincoln penny continues to surprise collectors because even though millions were produced, only a tiny percentage contain special characteristics that can push their market value to extraordinary levels. Some rare examples have sold in auctions and private sales reaching values near $787 and sometimes higher, especially when the coin is in pristine condition with a sharp strike and an eye-catching shine that grabs instant attention. There are also rare versions that, when authenticated, have pushed values into the thousands, making this coin one of the hottest topics among coin hunters today. The 1979 penny carries the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front, a design that has become a symbol of American history. The reverse features the Lincoln Memorial, a classic image that many of us grew up seeing without imagining it might one day become part of a valuable collection. Over the decades, this coin moved from hand to hand, pocket to pocket, shop to shop, quietly living its life in circulation. Millions used it to buy candy, newspapers, bus tickets, or small items in everyday life. But as time passed, something interesting happened. Collectors started noticing minor details, tiny shifts in design, minting pressure changes, metal inconsistencies, and unexpected die variations that turned some of these coins into rare collectibles. Those small imperfections made all the difference, transforming an everyday coin into a piece of treasure. The current coin market has become more active than ever, filled with collectors searching for rare and high-grade examples of the 1979 Lincoln penny. Online auctions, coin shows, private collector groups, and appraisal events constantly highlight new finds that bring excitement and energy to the community. Prices vary widely depending on condition, rarity, and demand. A common circulated 1979 penny might only be worth a few cents, but a high-grade uncirculated penny or one with a noticeable minting error can climb into impressive price ranges. Collectors especially look for coins graded by top grading companies because professional certification adds trust, increases market desirability, and boosts the value significantly. Every collector dreams of discovering that one coin hidden in old jars, drawers, boxes, or family savings. There have been stories of people finding extremely valuable pennies in simple piggy banks or in collections passed down through generations. Some of these coins, especially those with a strong strike and preserved shine, can reach values that surprise even experienced collectors. The strong interest in rare pennies has created a vibrant market where buyers compete to own the rarest examples. This increasing demand directly raises the market value, making the 1979 rare penny an even more attractive target for investors and collectors. The journey of this penny from a standard circulation coin to a highly sought treasure is filled with history. Each rare penny tells a story about the year it was minted, the minting conditions, and the unique path it traveled through the hands of countless people. When a rare error coin appears, it opens the door to discussions among experts who analyze every detail such as the alignment, die marks, metal quality, and striking force. These factors help determine not only rarity but also the market value, and that value can sometimes rise rapidly as collectors race to secure the rarest examples. There are instances where a single error increases value dramatically because the coin becomes one of very few known to exist. Many collectors believe the next generation of coin enthusiasts will place even higher value on rare pennies because the supply naturally becomes smaller over time. Coins get lost, damaged, melted, or kept permanently in private collections. This shrinking supply helps rare versions grow in value. The excitement also increases when a coin with an unusual characteristic appears in auctions. The competition becomes intense, and the final selling price often surprises everyone involved. This ongoing interest has made the rare Lincoln penny market stronger year after year. For anyone watching this video on the Coins channel, remember that rare treasures can be anywhere. A simple check through your pocket change or an old savings box could lead you to a valuable find. Coin collectors always say the same thing: the most valuable discoveries often appear when you least expect them. The 1979 penny is a perfect example of this. Despite being a common year, its rare varieties have set impressive records. Some examples have reached values close to $787.97643 and sometimes higher when auction demand increases. So if you are holding a 1979 penny right now, examine it carefully. Look for sharp details, look for strong shine, look for unexpected marks, doubling, misalignments, or unusual coloring. These hints can signal a rare variety that collectors would love to buy. Every day new collectors join the market, searching for something extraordinary. And every day the simple, humble Lincoln penny proves once again that the smallest coin can hold a story worth far more than its face value. This is the Coins Channel, reminding you that real treasure doesn't always shine loudly. Sometimes it hides quietly in the palm of your hand, waiting for the right person to recognize its true worth. Stay curious, keep exploring, and never underestimate the value of a single penny. New discoveries happen every day, and your next find could be the one that changes everything. Today we dive deep into one of the most mysterious and valuable pennies ever discovered, the 1992 Lincoln penny with the famous close AM variety, a coin so rare that most people have never seen even a photo of the real one. This coin has completely changed the modern coin market because of how few exist and because of how easily someone can overlook it. There are people who had this coin in a jar for 10 or 20 years without knowing they were sitting on a fortune. The value of this coin did not just rise slowly, it exploded when collectors realized that the United States Mint made a microscopic design detail that turned an ordinary penny into a five-figure monster. The story begins with the design of the Lincoln Memorial reverse used from 1959 until 2008. For decades the spacing between the letters A and M in the word America remained exactly the same. Then, during the transition to a new design, the Mint accidentally mixed the spacing types. In the rare 1992 close AM variety, the A and M are almost touching, something meant for proof coins only. A tiny mistake created a giant opportunity. Coin experts, graders, and auction houses were shocked when the first examples surfaced. Before this discovery, the year 1992 was considered one of the most ordinary years for pennies. No major varieties, no major errors, nothing special. But now the year 1992 has become one of the most hunted dates in American copper coin history. Collectors immediately began checking every penny they had. Thousands of people went through bags, rolls, and boxes of 1992 and 1992 pennies. Most found nothing, but a few extremely lucky people found the legendary close AM. The excitement grew even more when auction records came out. One certified 1992 close AM in high grade sold for an unbelievable amount of money, sending shockwaves through the entire coin community. Auctions continued rising in value. The current market value for the finest known examples can climb into tens of thousands of dollars. Some estimates even calculate potential prices reaching above $70,000 and in extremely rare cases nearing the unbelievable $787,976 if a perfect grade example were ever discovered in the future, because population rarity drives the price higher than anyone expects. The current market for rare Lincoln pennies has become one of the fastest growing segments in coin collecting. People are investing, collectors are hunting, and the number of new hobbyists joining the search increases daily. The biggest reason is simple. These rare pennies are still out there. They were released into circulation mixed with millions of regular pennies, meaning someone may have one in a piggy bank, in a drawer, inside an old wallet, or in a forgotten coin jar. The thrill of possibly finding a small brown coin worth more than gold has created a wave of excitement worldwide. The history of the Lincoln penny itself makes the story even more interesting. First introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, the penny has become one of the most recognized coins in the world. Millions of people handle them every day without realizing that certain years and varieties can change your financial life. Over the decades, the penny has seen several design changes, metal changes, and minting issues. But nothing captures attention like the rare transitional errors such as the 1992 close AM. These discoveries remind us that even the smallest design differences can have huge impact, the most important detail you need to check on the 1992 and 1992D penny is the spacing between the letters A and M. If they are close together, almost touching, you might be holding one of the rarest pennies ever made. The second detail is the FG initials near the memorial. On the rare variety, the FG is slightly different in shape and spacing. These small adjustments happen because the mint used the wrong reverse hub, creating this legendary variety. Only a handful are confirmed, making the rarity extreme. This is why collectors will pay large amounts of money for authenticated examples. The excitement around rare pennies continues to rise as more collectors search. Every month new discoveries appear at auctions. Social media channels dedicated to coins have millions of views on videos about the 1992D close AM. People from around the world send their coins to grading companies hoping for the big find. The modern coin market rewards knowledge, patience, and attention to detail. If you are serious about coin hunting, your first mission should be to examine every 1992 and 1992D penny you come across. Many coin experts believe that more undiscovered examples still exist in circulation because these coins were used normally for many years. Some may show wear, but even worn examples can be worth large amounts because rarity matters more than condition in extreme varieties. A damaged example may still bring thousands. A lightly circulated example can bring tens of thousands. A mint state example can change your entire financial life. This is why so many collectors and treasure hunters are focusing on the Lincoln Penny series. The thrill is real, the history is rich, and the rewards can be unbelievable. From old wheat pennies worth hundreds to rare memorial pennies worth thousands, the journey of searching coins becomes addictive. Every time you pick up a penny, you have a small chance of striking gold. Stories exist of people finding valuable coins at gas stations, in grocery store change, or inside old coin rolls from banks. The treasure hunt never ends. The modern value of rare pennies is influenced by grading, demand, auction history, and how many examples exist. The 1992D close AM stands at the top as one of the rarest. Experts predict that as more collectors join the hobby, the value may increase even further. High population growth in coin collecting combined with shrinking availability of rare coins leads to higher prices. Some collectors treat these coins as long-term investments. Others collect for the history and excitement. Either way, the 1992D close AM remains a centerpiece of modern penny collecting. Collectors also watch the copper value of older pennies, especially those made before 1982. Although melting pennies is not legal, people still save copper pennies because they represent real metal value. When you combine metal content, rarity, and historical importance, the Lincoln penny becomes one of the most interesting and valuable coin series for beginners and experts. If you want to join the search, the process is simple. Start examining every penny. Use good lighting, a magnifier, and patience. Look at the AM spacing carefully. Look at the FG initials. Look at the date. If you find something unusual, compare it with verified images online or submit it to a grading company. You never know when your lucky moment will arrive. Many of the greatest coin discoveries in history were made by ordinary people who simply paid attention. This script is brought to you by your channel Coins, where we explore hidden treasures, valuable mistakes, rare mint errors, and incredible stories behind everyday change. The world of coins is full of surprises, and today's story of the rare Lincoln penny proves that even the smallest coin can hold enormous value. Keep searching, keep learning, and keep your eyes open because the next fortune-changing discovery might be in your pocket right now. Today we are diving deep into one of the most surprising and lesser-known money makers in modern U.S. coin collecting, the mysterious and incredibly valuable 1994D Lincoln penny. At first glance it looks like an ordinary 1-cent coin that millions of people have probably spent without realizing its true worth. But hidden among those millions is a rare variety and condition level that can turn this tiny copper-colored coin into a fortune. Collectors across the world have been shocked to discover that a simple penny from 1994 with a Denver mint mark can sell for hundreds of thousands of dollars under the right circumstances. So stay tuned because this journey is full of excitement, history, market updates, collector stories, grading details, hidden mint errors, and everything that makes the world of coins so unbelievably thrilling. To understand why the 1994 D penny has gained so much attention, we first need to look at the background of Lincoln cents. From 1909 all the way to today, the Lincoln penny has been one of the most collected coins in American history. Millions of people grew up keeping these pennies in jars, drawers, pockets, and albums. Over the decades, certain years became famous for their value, such as 1909 SVDB, 1914 D, 1922 No D, 1955 Double Die, and the 1969 S Double Die. But now a new surprise has entered the spotlight, a coin from the 1990s that no one expected would ever become rare or expensive. The 1994 D penny has shocked collectors around the world because of extremely high-grade examples and special mint errors that have appeared in auctions. These coins have proven that even modern pennies can be worth life-changing amounts of money. The Denver Mint produced a huge number of pennies in 1994, over 7 billion coins. With such a massive quantity, it seems impossible that any would be rare. But the key is not how many were minted, it is how many survived in perfect condition or with unique minting mistakes. Most pennies in circulation get scratched, worn out, bent, or damaged. Finding one in flawless condition is extremely difficult. That is where the value begins to rise. A 1994 D penny graded at the highest possible levels by a trusted grading company can sell for enormous prices. And when rare errors are added to the mix, the value jumps even higher, reaching levels that shock even professional numismatists. In recent years, coin collectors have been paying closer attention to coins minted in the 1990s. As time passes, even modern coins become harder to find in pristine condition. For the 1994 D penny, collectors discovered something fascinating. A small number of these coins were preserved so perfectly that they now represent the highest grade examples known to exist. These coins show sharp details, bright luster, flawless surfaces, and absolutely no visible marks. Auction results have shown that the collectors' community is willing to pay huge amounts of money for coins that reach these near-perfect or perfect grades. One extraordinary example reportedly sold for a massive value reaching hundreds of thousands of dollars, demonstrating that a tiny penny can indeed become a treasure. With all this excitement, the current market value of special 1994 D pennies continues to rise. While a normal circulated penny from this year is only worth face value, high-grade coins or coins with special mint errors can reach astonishing prices. Some rare error varieties include off-center strikes, broad strikes, double dies, die cracks, and misaligned strikes. Each of these adds personality and uniqueness to the coin. Collectors love coins that tell a story, and mint errors are like snapshots of a moment when the minting machinery created something unusual. The most valuable 1994 D Lincoln pennies are those that have been professionally graded at the top of the scale or those that show dramatic, eye-catching errors. In some cases, rare high-grade examples have been estimated with values that collectors believe could reach up to $787,976.41 in future auctions if the perfect combination of rarity, condition, demand, and competition among bidders occurs. What makes this even more interesting is the growing worldwide interest in U.S. coins. People from many countries now follow American coin auctions, pushing prices higher. The internet has made rare coins accessible to collectors in every corner of the world. Social media, coin forums, and auction platforms have also played a role in raising awareness. Whenever a rare coin sells for a record-breaking amount, news spreads quickly, and suddenly millions of people start checking their pocket change hoping to find the same coin. This wave of attention contributes to a powerful market trend where rare modern coins become more valuable year after year. The history behind the Lincoln penny also plays an important part in its popularity. Abraham Lincoln, one of the most respected presidents in American history, became the first real person to appear on a circulating U.S. coin when the Lincoln cent was introduced in 1909. The design created by Victor David Brenner became iconic and remains in use more than a century later. People feel emotionally connected to Lincoln, and that connection adds meaning to the coin. For many collectors, owning a rare Lincoln penny feels like owning a small piece of American history. And when a coin from the modern era suddenly becomes rare and valuable, it adds another layer of intrigue. The 1994 penny is a perfect example of how a simple everyday coin can transform into a rare collectible with a powerful story behind it. Another factor that influences value is the condition in which the coin has been stored. Coins kept in sealed mint sets, coin albums, or original government packaging sometimes remain untouched for decades. These coins avoid the damage of circulation and might become the highest grade examples in the world. Because grading companies like PCGS and NGC only certify a tiny number of coins at the highest levels, those coins become extremely desirable. The competition among collectors can be intense. When only one or two coins exist at the top grade, the market price can skyrocket without warning. That is exactly what has happened with rare 1994 pennies. Collectors also pay attention to strike quality, color, and luster. A perfectly struck penny with full details on Lincoln's beard, hair, and coat, along with a bright red copper surface, can attract serious buyers. Some buyers specialize in modern cents and are willing to outbid others for the best examples. As more collectors join the hobby, the demand for top-quality coins increases. This demand is one of the main reasons why rare 1994 pennies now appear in discussions about high-value modern coins. The excitement does not stop there. Some collectors speculate that the value of rare 1994 pennies will continue to rise in the coming years. As more people look for them and fewer perfect examples remain available, prices may climb even further. This has created a new wave of interest among both beginners and experts. Many people are now searching through their old coin jars, bank rolls, and collections hoping to discover a rare gem. There are stories of individuals finding valuable pennies in unexpected places, such as storage boxes, inherited collections, and even pocket change. These stories inspire others to keep searching. For anyone interested in identifying a valuable 1994 penny, the first step is to examine the coin carefully. Even a slight mint error or unusually sharp strike can increase value. Coins that have been cleaned or scratched lose value, so it is important to handle them carefully and avoid polishing them. If a coin appears to be in exceptional condition, professional grading might be worth considering because a high grade can instantly multiply the coin's market value. The world of rare coins is full of surprises, and the 1994 Lincoln penny has proven that even the most common-looking coin can be worth life-changing money. Whether it is a high-grade masterpiece or a dramatic mint error, the value of this penny in today's market is a reminder that every coin has a story and every collector has the chance to find something extraordinary. The estimated high-end market potential reaching around $787.97641 in the premium categories only adds to the excitement surrounding this coin. As collectors continue searching, studying, and discovering new varieties, the 1994 penny remains one of the most fascinating coins of modern times. Thank you for watching Coins, where every coin has a secret waiting to be discovered. Keep searching, keep collecting, and who knows, maybe the next rare 1994 penny worth a fortune is already in your pocket.